See a man not supposed to cry. Tell me why these tears keep falling. We gotta live, but we live to die. I can feel my heartbeat all emotional turmoil. Relationships got burned from, but I fell in love. Perception. Being able to show my feelings will make you strong. Love is a battlefield, willing to kill for yours. How do you heal from scars when you're not built for war? You see a man not supposed to cry. Tell me why these tears keep falling. We gotta live, but we live to die. I can feel my heartbeat all speed. I live a prayer when I stop. Forever I'ma keep on buying. Told me it was over, it was lights out. Tell me why my thoughts keep calling. Feel like my city want me dead. My mama said I got a black cloud over my head. No surrender, no retreat, that's how we play. I promise I won't never back down until I'm good. Fell in love, babe, on love, babe. Used to pull your hair out from the back. Didn't you know that? We was upstairs on the carpet with no rugs. Then I'm down the street and getting it in the mirror. Know you love feelings been conflicted. I'ma take it as a loss. Sometimes I don't wanna see you. Ain't no thoughts of you at all. I don't go look at your pictures, act like we was not involved. Got a bitch from mutual cunning. I got Mexico involved. I got bitch for this Rico. I'm a Puerto Rico dog. Ain't sitting then we took a walk. Then I finished with a job. So engineering, then chicken, I'm on the job. I believe God, please answer my prayers. It don't need to be repaired. I don't want love nobody. I don't want love nobody. I see a man not supposed to cry. Tell me why these tears keep falling. We gotta live, but we live to die. I can feel my heartbeat. Yeah. Niggas say they killing me with shit, I'm killing them. It's me and them. Why niggas play with me like I won't play with them? Red, bone, yellow, black colors. I eat them and them. And I'm on purple jeans. Hell no, I'm on the jail call. I know you can get yourself on, but we can help y'all. We like keep a big hammer, he a nail y'all. Fucking on the camera, then I tell dog. On my mama, I don't fuck with none of you niggas. On my mama, told me I don't trust none of you bitches. I'm a shot out, big time, I'm manufacturing. I'm just to see my bitch. Stepped in that kitchen. I said, so in a little bit, real shit. They go, baby, stay. Many coming, some more, yes, yeah. In Miami, I can make it snow, nigga. I can get you doggy.
We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Houston Texans. Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Ka'imi Fairbairn getting this one started. Off we go from Houston. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. That's into the hands of the rookie, Dante Thornton. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Boyd. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of it. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers.
Like niggas that around man a lot.
Midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Trying to get that ad.
They get 18
I'm gonna make you get on it.
Good for a Raiders 1st down. On the ground, it's Cora. And some space
outside big, outside big, like wood. I was looking like that. She brings it back. I don't know how to act. Slow motion for me. Slow motion for me.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Slow motion for me. Moving slow motion for me. It's like I got the world in my bones. They don't up under my hands. Stuff in the song. Still healthy. 12 to 1 in the morning. Fine. If you listen to me, you heard me. I'm strong.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
It's a pretty simple read. It's man coverage. They run a little interference on the inside, and that makes it hard for the defender to stick with their man, and it leads to an easy pitch and catch.
In motion, Naylor. Back to throw. Quick throw here is complete. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here comes Quorum. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on it.
Well, this play, Mike, is clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold them to no gain.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go with Quorum. And they'll work this into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line, taken down after a gain of 5.
Well, we need an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
What a call ball on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. And he's going to get the Raiders first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Texans.
Throwing now from the gun. That's to the receiver, Lawrence. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I don't think this score is over. Matt Gayon for the extra point. And he misses the extra point. No good, and this will remain a 6-0 game. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. That's fielded just shy of the goal line. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's the first carry for the Ohio State Cyclones. David Montgomery. Give a gain of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys ready to score when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
This will be a Texans first down. Will take this up to the 38-yard line.
A gain of 6.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Crowd to throw here on 1st and 10. And downfield, he's got Schultz, the tight end. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Montgomery. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll get a yard. It's 2nd
and 8.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll get that into the hands of Woody Marks. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response?
And he's in. Woody Marks. Touchdown, Houston. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Now James Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans move out in front by a point. It's 7-6.
Raiders 6.
Shit, listen.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
Yeah, real good though. Good thing.
In motion, Naylor. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Tackle there by Will Anderson.
It's still going.
It's second and 8.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 8. In motion, that's Thornton.
I feel like it's working. It's clean the bench. I was starting.
He'll throw complete to Blake.
Don't even know.
Third, they need 8.
It's a gain of a yard.
I feel like they have me stand, but I don't see the pain in the hand.
That is caught wide on the RPO.
Regular person.
Taking down on what should be the final play of the first quarter. In motion, as Thornton. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Texans who have the early lead. More from Houston. Coming up in a moment. On fourth down, A.J. Cole to punt. And now, will you look at this? It's a fake. And this is going to be a first down. That is a head coach not afraid to roll the dice. This time it pays off and a first down.
Who needs a quarterback when your special teams unit can be the ones to move the chains? I mean, the offense couldn't do it in 3 downs, so what do? It's all right, punt team. You guys take care of 4th, but in all seriousness, great job keeping the defense off guard, and now the offense has another shot.
Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Bell looks to throw yet again.
So anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hands. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
In motion, Naylor. Now a run with Cole. And he's going to be close to the first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down. First and 10 now from the 36.
First and 10 at the
Regular person.
Now receiver coming around. He's got the pop pass.
Regular person.
Open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
No gain on the
Well,
play.
you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep, pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
They run with Cole. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
In motion as Thornton. Flush to his right. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
Bowers, the man in motion. Now they'll set up to throw. That's to the rookie out of TCU, Jack Bech. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. As that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
In motion, Naylor. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. To the goal line and in. Jack back. Touchdown, Vegas.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Results in the touchdown pass. Really, everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Cherry.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Now deep ball here for Collins.
Oh, kick that dude. That's what this nigga doing.
Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be second down. Here's a handoff to Montgomery. And some good blocking, bringing a gain of 9 as we get to third down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Montgomery, first down, still going. Give him 16 there. And a first down.
In today's game, Mike, we're so used to seeing everyone go for quarterback sneak in this situation. 3rd and inches, just let your quarterback kind of barrel forward and get a fresh set of downs. But a nice change up here, giving the ball to your back. Not only does he pick up the first down, but he gets plenty of yards after that.
And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35.
4 yards.
He'll take care of it himself. Picks up the first down and a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On first down, it's Marks. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
27-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
On the quick, right?
Now a give to Montgomery, heading right. Good blocking to the 15. And he's down at the 3. What a run.
It's a gain of 25
It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down. We hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Now back at the 4 for second and goal. One more time with Montgomery. And he will take this one across into the end zone. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Texas. And that is touchdown number 25 on the year.
Young nigga,
And the Texans move out in front by a point. It's 14-13.
Kyrie Fairbairn in the kickoff for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. He fields it at the 8. He'll get across the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
23. Hey, do you want to stay? Good down days. Here.
Now flags fly. Looks like someone got going early. And
They
it's going
say
to
I
turn
just
into
told you
first
how to spin the
and 15.
beat. Pull up windows and out the weekend topic. Looking at Seattle. Looking at Seattle.
In motion at Thornton.
Spinning the beat.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Cole. This one will be sniffed out. Ball up in the backfield.
Well, this screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield compared to the running backs, because those offensive linemen, they can't help them at all.
On the handoff, this is Cora. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
They gave him the impossible task of being so far behind the sticks and saying, hey, go salvage this series. And he almost pulled it off. What a great run. And in most instances, it would be rewarded with the first down.
Once again, it's Corum. And he'll get this forward to about the 33. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Now, this looks like a design run. And he's going to have the Raiders first down. Huge gainer on fourth down.
The aggressive play call here by this offensive coordinator. The decision to go for it on fourth down in your own territory. Of course, number one goal, pick up the first down. But in this case, once he got past the line of scrimmage, he saw daylight, and he had a huge run in front of him.
And they will get the first down here and move into field goal range inside the 25.
17 more yards. That's another Las Vegas first down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
They'll run straight ahead with Corey.
First down.
He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. And they'll move the chains with another first down. He'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end.
So the one is probably it's a fucking homicide.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. They're able to finish the half in style with that late touchdown.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the Colts away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
24-yard line.
Started the LBC.
On first and 10, here's Stroud. Now deep ball here for Collins. It's going to be incomplete. He took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
I run that play too, gang. That's a little YouTube play, man. Them post with that motherfucker comeback route. Supposed to be any coverage. I know all about it.
He'll take it in at the goal line. He'll be brought down.
Lay them busters down.
25-yard line. They'll go play action with Stroud. And we're trying to risk much more, sliding down a gain of 3.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Here's a design run. And he's going to get the first down. He is up past the 35-yard line.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
On the zone read, a give to Marks. He's taken down, but just field. It's a gain of 12 there. First down for Houston.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. Some of the carries didn't result in much at the time. It's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Raiders' 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. 19 Texans.
From the gun, here's Stroud. And he's going to give himself some, but not before he picks up the first down.
7-yard gain.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of pocket and gain a half for a first down.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Every day.
Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. And third down coming up.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes.
Thank you.
Over the middle and intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take
Thank
possession
you.
here at their own 47-yard line.
Hey, if you would have never run with CJ Stroud, I would have never put a spy up. So I think
I'm thinking touchdown.
you're real.
But rather, we go interception to begin the second half now. Still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of the second half.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business.
He thought I was one of them, y'all. He thought I was one of them.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
There's a handoff to Coro.
I would have fouled. I think it's
Come up with it.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down.
Oh, they treated me like that.
18 yards. It's a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And a nice run.
Get
him about 9.
Get that back.
It'll bring up second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Stroud going to set up to throw. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And he'll take it on in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston.
They cheated me on the
We used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be at a certain place at a certain time. He's there. Ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and it's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
On the return, now an opening past the 30. Very good field position to start as the returner
She want Louis V, she want gallery bag too. If you know about it, I ain't know about it till you sold it. Spin that shit, do I spin that shit, you don't know me. But I didn't have no stripes. I've been thugging all my life. I've been thugging all my life. I've been thugging all my life. Getting up in paper. Running all my life. Running all my life. I've been getting paid every week. Trying to get it right. I've been taking stage 40 days like a 40 nights. Fire for real. Grinding for real.
Here at this stage of the game.
But it's not with me. It's all my feelings when I'm in my bag. Okay.
He'll drop to throw.
Okay. Oh, keep all the balls, bro. Okay. Get out your feelings, make you feel bad. Get out your feelings, make you feel bad. Get out your feelings, get out my bag. Get out my feelings.
Bowers, the man in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. That's Beck. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier.
Hey, I'm so for real. Look at this ghost for real. Early say I'm trying to heal, but nigga, I'm trying to heal. I can put it up on the niggas that I'm real niggas for real.
Maybe a yard. Daniil Hunter.
Go clean the tabs on the bitch. Fuck all these niggas feel.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 9. We'll stay on the ground.
I be getting paid every day, trying to get it right. I just take the stage 40 days, it's a 40 nights. Fire for real. Down there for real. The shade is only broken, but it's not on me. But I'm a feeling you got in my bag. Okay. Feeling you got in my bag. Okay. Get out your feelings and get in your bag. Get out your feelings and get in your bag. Get out your feelings and get in your bag. Get out your feelings. Okay. Get out your feelings and get your bag. Get out your feelings and get your bag. Get out your feelings and get your bag. Oh, what the fuck?
Incomplete. They elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Play is a turnover on downs.
All right.
On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And he finds some space tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. From the 33, here's second and 2.
Okay,
One more time for Montgomery. He's got room to the 45. He'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 29-yard line.
It's a gain of
It is a big-time play for Houston. 38 yards. Here's a handoff to Marks. Needs space at the 15. And they are making it look easy. Woody Marks. Touchdown, Texans. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
Oh, he caught that? They cheated, bro. They cheat on that shit.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball
made him
this
believe.
close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
I don't look at his face. I see the red here. Taking my fingers. Do that ever. That's ridiculous.
Quick throw on the RPO.
This is what I like to say. Anyway,
With a gain of 7 on first down.
Russell, please, you know that was you. Could they really that?
Back to throw. That's a short gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. In motion, Taylor. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll get 19 out of that play. First down, Vegas.
Las Vegas. First down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Raiders.
In motion, Besh. Little quick pass to the receiver heading left. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
41. Here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Cole. And it was shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. This is 3rd and 6. Open man is Horn. It's complete. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Raider first down.
That's another Raider.
Now whistles here and a penalty.
It's a gain of 10.
Somebody moved early up front.
Las Vegas.
They run out of the gun with Coral. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 6 brings up 2nd and 9.
A run out of the gun with Coral. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Vegas.
First down.
There's money over this.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Money over this.
And caught left side by Bowers. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 9-yard line.
That is caught by the tight end. Robert Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. Greg, how often do you say it's a one-possession game? That's a 2-part story. Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here to tie it.
Oh, man. That was coaching ability, so I got the hit stick shit. Coach, I ain't got no fuzzy yet, man. I got the pistol off around this bitch.
On first down, it's Stroud. Forced to his right, showing off the footwork, sliding down after the gain of 8.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff to Montgomery. He finally gets back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep it? And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
First and 10.
Here we go. South.
Yeah, what's over there?
Now Montgomery.
What's that? Third.
And they'll have it across midfield down the opposing 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's good for Texans. First down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Maybe I gotta be.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. On the give, it's Marks. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He's the top of those.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Jumping at this little road.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
Tony.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. Brown avoids the contact and slides to a stop after picking up the first down.
Yard gain on the play. That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go. 18. Okay.
An inside give to Marks. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. And they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the gun, here's Montgomery.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up the first down.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So it's a win here for the Texans. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Texans as we say, so long from Houston.
Will you stand up?